Bill, we asked 100 men. Do you believe that women were put on this earth just to serve men? This was... Vicki, would you get back here? Would the woman writer from our staff who wrote that question stand up and take your lumps?
Take your lumps with
Bill,
you.
100 men. Do you believe that women were put on this earth just to serve men? How many men do think women were put on earth to serve men?
Oh, I don't think that's true anymore. You know, I can't, I gotta... Can you guys let me do this on my own? Just let me do this one. It's the only question I understood.
He's doing so well on his own.
One, yeah.
Just leave him alone.
Okay, I don't believe guys feel that anymore, you know, unless the girl's wife has big boobs thing, and then maybe... No, just kidding. No, I would say, then you could serve you... no, I'd say that was very low. I'd give that maybe about 35%.
35 out of 100 men say, yeah, women were put on this earth to serve men, Vicki.
This is not my crowd out there. This is...
Higher or lower?
All right, this is how many men think the women were.
That's right. How many say women?
35?
35.
I don't even understand the question.
I'm glad you have to pay
I just pick a
alimony.
number. I don't know what I'm saying.
Way lower.
Lower.
Way lower than
the
this.
actual number of men who do think women were put on earth to serve men is
I don't think
29.
So.
It's lower. Vicki's got it.
It's not way lower.
Vicki, you've got control now in sudden death. You could play it, or you can pass it to Bill. It's your decision with control.
With my luck, I am going to
me.
pass this sucker post
pass
haste.
it. Bill, if you can get all three, you win the championship. But if you make one mistake, we've got a tie. With a 10, what do you say?
Okay, I'm going to win these. Let's do it right. Guys, do it lower there. Wait, lower, right.
It is a 3.
Higher, 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 higher.
Higher than a 3. No, it's not. And Vicki wins the game and ties up the match in sudden death. Bill, we asked 100 single women.
Oh, you're asking me? Oh, goodness.
Have you ever had a really terrific friendship with a man only to have it loused up because of sex? How many women said they have had a terrific friendship with a man loused up by sex?
Yeah. I would say a lot of women, had that.
How many?
Because it always starts off, we all tell the girls, yeah, I'm madly in love with you, and leave the next day. I was just kidding. I'd say a lot of them. Let's give, let's give about 57%.
57 out of 100. Vicki, higher or lower?
Balled out from the producer.
We're running out of time, Vicki.
I'll say 57.
57.
I'll say a little lower.
Little lower than that. The actual number of single women who've had a terrific friendship with a man loused up by sex is 39. It's lower. Vicki's right.
I can't win anything.
And Vicki in the tiebreaker has a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. Yes, a 10.
Lower.
For the championship, yes. Vicki Lawrence wins it as time runs out. We'll be right back. Right after this. Bill, we asked 100 bachelors. Have you ever gone home after a date and actually taken a cold shower? How many bachelors said they have gone home after a date and taken the proverbial cold shower?
That's silly. I haven't taken a shower in my life. I should. Got to get out of the sweater. Taking a cold shower. Who takes a cold shower? That's ridiculous. No, I would say that's an old kind of thing, a cold shower. But what do they do now? They take a, I don't know what they take. They go to the John or something. I don't know what they go. I would say that very low numbers. Shower, gosh, let's go to it.
Say something. Say anything.
Well, their short naps are wonderful. I would say it's a very low number, 34.
34 out of 100 have taken a cold shower, Vicki. Higher or lower? What do you think?
I'm going to say lower.
Lower. The actual number of bachelors who said they've gone home after a date and taken a cold shower is 29. Just a little lower. Vicki has it.
Hello.
And Vicki, you've got a bit of a problem here now. It is sudden death. You're near the middle with a 7. Of course, you could change it, but you need 3 cards. Bill needs only 1, but he's up the middle with an 8. Big decision. Play or pass.
He has to play his 8.
If you decide to pass it, he must play that 8. What do you say, Vic?
I'm going to pass it.
You're going to pass it. Bill, if you can turn this card over, we have it, and call it right, we have a tie. But if you call it wrong, Vicki goes for the big money.
Gang. What shall I do? This is only my life.
What do you say with an 8?
This is only $28,000.
Higher or lower?
Let's go lower.
He says lower. No, it's not. Vicki wins it. Vicki got control, and she won it. Thank you, Lois. We'll start Vicki off with a jack. Want that?
I'll bet $100 that it's lower.
Going to play the jack lower and bet half the money, 100 lower. Yes, and a 2. There you go.
I'll bet all of it that it's higher.
Doubling it, I hope, for 600 if it's higher, and an ace.
I'll bet all of it that it's lower.
Trying for 1,200 lower. Yes. Great job on the bottom line. You finished the line with a terrible card, but you don't have to play it as we give you another 200.
I got it under control here. Change it, please.
All right, let's see if we can get a good one. 1,400 already. And the 9, well, becomes a 6. A little better, but be careful.
All right, let me see. I'll bet 400 that it's higher.
$400, a good size bet on the 6. No. But a 2 comes up with
That's
1,000.
okay. I'll bet all of it that it's higher.
Trying for 2,000. Higher. Yes. Now be careful again with the 6. 2 cards to go.
I'll bet 500 that it's higher.
$500. Again, a good size bet. She was wrong before. Let's be right this time. Higher. Yes. And a great card moves up with 2,500. You have a king, Vicki.
All of it? Y'all gonna kick in 2,500 bucks if you're wrong? All right, I'll bet all of it that it's lower.
We're all with you. It is for charity, and it is $5,000 if this card is lower. No! What a
I was
start.
doing so well, too.
Yeah. Oh, you had to go. It was a good card. Come on down. Let's see if we can make some more money for your charity. Thank you, Lois. You did well the last time. Let's do better this time. Well, a 5.
I'll change it.
All right, see if we can improve it. And the 5 becomes
Hey!
another
wow.
5.
I'll bet $100 that it's higher.
$100, half the money that this card is higher, and it is with a 9.
I'll bet 100 that it's lower.
$100 on a near middle card. I hope she's right. Lower. She is. Up the middle.
I'll bet 100 that it's higher.
Well, the 100 paid for you before. Let's see if they can keep it going. $100 higher. No. But a great card comes up, the 2. As we give you the other 200, you've got 500 and a deuce.
All right, I'll bet it all that it's higher.
Doubling it, I hope, for 1,000 if it's higher. Yes! 3 to go with $1,000 and a jack.
I'll bet 200 that it's lower.
Come on, $200 lower than a jack. But you had a feeling you hadn't seen any high cards there. You held back and got a great card with 800 and a king.
That's easy for you to say. All right, I'll bet it all that it's lower.
All right, now we've all got to cross the fingers. Now that we've talked her into this, is it lower for $1,600? Yes! Oh, I saw that face card. We're going to move up a queen. Also a good card, but a big decision for you now. You want to play that queen for the big bet? You must bet at least 800. You have 1,600. Do you want the queen, and what do you want to bet?
I'll bet all of it that it's lower.
Well, taking a big chance. But that chance would pay off for the Salk Institute to the tune of $3,200 if this card is lower. Yes! Way to go! You start with an 8 up the middle.
I'll change it.
And let's see if we can improve it. 200 and, ooh, a 7. All right. Be careful. You're
All
near
right,
the
I'll
middle.
bet $50 that it's higher.
Minimum bet, $50. Higher than a 7. No. 150 and a 4.
Okay, let's see. I'll bet 50 that it's higher.
She's been a little shell-shocked. She's being careful. Trying to get back to the 200 mark. Higher. Yes, with a 9. 200 and a 9.
I'll bet 100 that it's lower.
$100 and a 9. She's got a feeling. Is she right? Lower? No. Oh, that was a near middle card. That one kind of scared me. But the queen moves up. We give you the other 200. Now you have $300.
I'll bet 100 that it's lower.
$100 lower than a queen. Yes, with a 6. Up to 403 to go.
I'll bet 200 that it's higher.
Half of it, $200 higher than a 6. No, but the bet carries over. You don't lose on it.
All
You
right,
still
I'll bet,
have the same amount of money and a 6.
I'll bet 200 again that it's higher.
$200 higher than a 6. Yes, with an ace. And it came up at a great time for the big bet. You've got $600 and an ace.
I'll bet all of it that it's lower.
And this could put you over the top. Is it lower for $1,200? Yes! we found 100 women who are married to a divorced man, who married a divorced man. And we asked these women, now that you're married to your husband, do you understand why his first wife divorced him? How many women
Of course,
say
you don't
yeah?
tell us how long they've been married, right?
No. How many women said, yeah, now that they've married him, they do understand why their husband's first wife divorced him?
Well, they say that you carry your problems along with you, so I would assume that the man hasn't changed very much. And I would say that 57 said yes.
57 out of 100
But they
said,
understand why.
yeah, they understand why the first wife divorced him.
Boy, I don't know. In all of the personal instances that I can think of, the second wife is not much at all like the first wife, and so...
Could
Gee,
we
you
have a
guys
little
wanna
quiet
hold it
so
down?
they
We're
can
trying to work up
concentrate
here,
over
you
there,
know?
please? Our
Trying to be
producer is
clever
calling
and
home
cute.
to get letters from his mother.
How
Would
do
you be
mean? Is
quiet
this
and let her
rude?
concentrate? 57 said
Really?
Meredith.
Thank you, Bill.
Now, 57 out of
I have
100
no
women
idea
said...
where I am or
All
what we were talking
57 out of 100 women, says Meredith, said yes, now that they married him, they understand why their husband's first wife divorced him. Higher or lower?
I'm going to say lower.
Lower than that. You figured
Yeah.
changed, little different. The actual number of women who said now that they married him, they do understand why their husband's first wife divorced him is 48. It is lower. Vicki gets control. Now,
gosh.
sudden death, Vicki, big decision for you right now. You have a 7. You could change it if you'd like. Try to turn over 1 card. Meredith is up the middle with an 8. She needs 2 cards. You can play it yourself or pass it to Meredith.
I'm going to, I think, go with the odds that Meredith's going to have trouble calling that 8. I'm going to pass it and pray, and
You're
I will
gonna
be
pass
back
it.
later.
All right. Meredith, you must play the middle card, the 8.
I'm gonna play it
Call
and
these
pray.
2 cards right, and United Cerebral Palsy is $25,000 richer. If not, we have a tie. What do you say?
Lower.
Is it lower than an 8? No, it's not. We have a tie. Vicki ties it up with the pressure on, getting control in sudden death. Vicki, we asked 100 married women, if your husband took up magic as a hobby, would you trust him enough to let him saw you in half? How many women would trust their husband to saw them in half?
Oh, gosh. Well, oh, you guys have been absolutely no help at all. You know that? I wouldn't even be here if I listened to you. Let me think. Now, just let me think. First of all, we all know that magic is illusion.
Right.
So if the guy's been practicing it, hopefully he's got the thing down, you know? So I'm going to say that most women would say, sure, honey, go for it. And I'll say 68 people.
68 out of
I don't
100 married women said they would trust their husband to saw them in half if he took up
Well,
magic.
I must say, I agree with Vicki. I do. I think that a lot of women would trust their husbands. But I will say that I think it'll be lower than that, though I do agree with her that they would trust him
Oh,
because
But you
they
say
figure they'd
lower.
know
Sure,
the trick.
Mary.
But I say lower.
As we found out yesterday, my wife won't even trust me carving the turkey, let alone her. 68 and lower. The actual number of married women who would trust their husband to saw them in half is 28. Very much lower. Meredith.
Only 28.
Meredith starts off the tiebreaker with a 9.
Change it.
I don't have to tell you how big a change it is with just 3 cards. A jack is better.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. A 4.
Higher.
If this card is higher, Meredith wins it all and another $25,000. No! No,
God, I
it's
don't
not
believe
higher.
it.
Vicki is still in it with a free chance at a 7. You cannot change it. You
can't
did not
change
win
it.
the question.
You see what a lot of help you people are? I'm going to say higher.
Is it higher than a 7? Yes, a 10.
I'll say lower.
She's going to go for it, and the Salk Institute is $25,000 richer if this is lower. Yes! Vicki Lawrence wins it all! Wow! Come on down here, the 2 of you. You are sensational. Congratulations, Vic. Believe it. Lovely. You were wonderful. Right
What a
down to the
match.
wire. Great match, right down to the wire.